Lally ho, friends, and welcome to episode 13 of Kupo Quest. We are still here, and we have made our way into the city of Lindblum, the Empire's capital, the imperial home of not only our dear friend Furion, but his father, Mateus Garland, and home of our good friend Nozak Holyway. So, last episode, we finished our trek here. The party made their way 3-ish weeks or so with basically all of the survivors remaining from Altair, dragging them behind them slowly as they made their way to safe harbor in Lindblum. When they got there, they did find out that the outskirts of the city, which is basically this just ring of, no one lives there, just kind of deserted land around the city, in between the two walls of Lindblum, had been used as a quarantine zone for a disease known as serpent pox that had been running rampant through Lindblum previously. But it seems like that has been under control. It has been cleaned out. So that's where we have deposited most of our tag-alongs, let's say. But there's some people that have much better digs in Lindblum, which brings us to our good friend Nozak, who led our heroes to his home.
Rich.
And, a little bit of a bougie house. It's kind of living inside the Imperial Palace district, closer to the industrial district where he works in the forge. He introduced us to his son Luca and hinted at some kind of interesting little network that he has set up with some of the children. Not unlike that Ava has been working on the side as well. So that is where we left off, and I think where we should pick up is I think Nozak owes us a tour of his house. And I'm throwing you on the spot.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm slowly but surely building it in Minecraft. I will put it up when I finish my house.
Oh, that's glorious.
So we ended last week standing at the front, and I was like, I reintroduced myself because yo, what's up? But yeah, so as I kind of just let us all walk in, and as we're walking into the house, you'll notice that even though on the outside it is that pristine white, that quartz color with that little bit of a graze through it, on the inside, a lot of the walls are actually like a dark kind of oak wood kind of a thing, and the floors are completely black tile, so they're all black tile floors. It is on this first floor. You can see at the back there is like a little bit of a staircase going up, but I have mods in Minecraft, so I have elevators. But there's a staircase at the back going up, but it is a completely open plan flooring on the first floor, so you can see all of the furniture, you can see the kitchen as well. There's like another section off to the side where like I'd have all my laundry and stuff like that. But I think the biggest one is that the first floor is just completely open. There's no walls, there's no nothing. There didn't need to be. It was just me and Luca, and either one of us is working or the other one's in their room all the time because kids. But yeah, so
quick question
welcome
from a DM
home.
perspective, and maybe the players know furniture. Is this what's the size of your furniture?
So
Is it funny size?
It is normal size. So everything is just regular human size.
Okay.
Mainly because Nozak sometimes would just like to come home and sleep wherever he wanted. There have been times where Luca would find him asleep on the coffee table. There are times where they would find him asleep on the stool in the kitchen with a sandwich in front of him. Like, no matter what, there was always just regular human-sized furniture. A lot of it is kind of embroidered a little bit. So, like, he spent money. Like, he got that coin to, like, get the good shit. But yeah, a lot of it is regular human size. You got the black tiles on the floor, the dark colors on the inside on the walls, contrasting the whites of the outside. It's very warm. Like, it's very warm in here. There is always a fire. There's always something going on. We're used to it, but it wouldn't surprise me if some of the others just immediately start sweating because it's hot. But we can turn it off. We can cool it all down over night time. It's all good. So,
as you walk in, Nellie kind of tugs on your arm a little bit and says, "Can I go play with Luca, Mr. Bunnyman?"
Oh yeah, of course. What time is it? Okay. Go upstairs.
It's like 8 o'clock or something like that.
So go upstairs. It should be the third door on the left side. Just knock on that a couple of times, and just ask him, talk to him about some stuff. Okay, we'll be up there in a minute.
Okay, thanks. And then she just kind of runs off, leaving the rest of you kind of standing in this big open concept room that you're in. Just a reminder, you are with Sarah and Kamari. Those are the two that have come back with you. I didn't say it in the recap, but Furion has gone ahead. He's going to go basically arrange an audience with his father, let him know that there's some news and that he has brought some people with him, but he's not breaking any news yet. So he did say he would be back in a day or two. So
everyone take a seat, make yourself at home. I've got plenty of beds, I've got plenty of places, so if anyone needs a rest, like, go take a room. Like, if you want to drink, let me know, or let Beryl know. We'll get you whatever you need.
Yes. Can I get anyone anything?
Oh, water is fine, thank you.
Anyone else?
Barrel of ale.
Barrel of ale.
He stops for a moment and looks at Nozak. Barrel, you say? And he just kind of looks expectantly at you.
Yeah, just grab one from the basement. I'm sure we've got something down there.
Understood.
If not, I'll just get, I don't know, I'll just get someone to
I'm
deliver
sure
it
I
later.
can find something, sir.
Thank you.
Ava, would you like anything?
Oh, I'll gladly take a glass of pint of ale, whatever the hell. Yes, please.
I'll see what I can find. And
Thank you.
He turns and exits the room.
I mean, now what? I mean, I know we've got to wait for Furion, but...
Gunther, do you drink everything in barrels? I've kind of noticed a reoccurring theme, and I know we have other pressing matters at hand, but I really wanted to ask real quick. Is a barrel your standard drinking measurement?
Then you don't have to order more again.
God, you're a smart man. All right.
Wow, innovative king.
Honestly.
No, Izzy nods and then says, "We need to talk about what we're going to speak to the king about." Above table, his name's Lord Garland, right?
Emperor Mateus.
Yes. Mateus Garland is his name.
Yep.
Mateus Garland, king. Okay, what do people call him? Because I don't want to accidentally misname him.
Maddie, if you're friends.
Maddie.
Do people just call him Lord or King Garland?
Nozak.
Your Majesty?
Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier, because I was way ahead of this. I was thinking about this in the car ride home. The thing that I kind of settled on was Your Excellency. I think kind of suits it more, because he's not really Your Highness, it's not really Your Majesty, because that's a king or a queen, he's an emperor. So I decided with Excellency, I think would probably work the best for him.
Right.
Your emperorness?
Well, his excellency, we need to decide what we're going to tell him if we're going to request his help.
Yeah, that's definitely something.
What would we request his help with?
Well, I need as much access to information as possible if you guys wish for me to at least attempt to find where the Mother Crystal could be. Not only that, I need to do much more research on each of the icons. Like I told you before, if any of them have any knowledge on where the Mother Crystal will be, we need to find the best way to not manipulate, but speak to them.
Control the gods.
Okay, maybe not that.
Hopefully
because,
it goes better
just
than the
like
first time we tried this.
Yeah, because Garuda ultimately ultimately seem to have this bitterness towards humanity because of how she was abandoned, and we're not sure how the others feel about us. So we need to come accordingly and try to. We need to find the best way to speak to them. So I think learning about their personalities through the ages, or learning how to what they may have liked or disliked about humanity, or even like any accounts on how they are now, may be the best way to go. There are holy people for each of them, I believe.
No, Zach. Give
Yeah.
me just a general. Give me a history check.
Oh shit!
You can't keep doing this, MDM.
Why
Okay.
is it always intelligence?
Why is it always history? Why am I asking the 900-year-old bunny man history questions? Because you should know
I'm
this
dumb
shit.
as dog shit.
See, here's the thing you've
dumb as a
done.
rock.
You've made yourself a 900-year-old, but also built it into your story where you haven't paid attention to shit over the years. So your history checks are great.
My
oh, yeah, I've heard of
intelligence is a -1, and every time I go to do something, it requires intelligence.
You're trying to play a smart character. Okay, here's what I'll say.
I'm trying to play a wise character. I'm
this-
just bad.
with 6. The only thing that you really know as far as about Lindblum and the Emperor and everything is not only is he an emperor, he is the Holy Emperor. This city, the empire itself, is built around a very strict worship of Bahamut. So you would know, you wouldn't really know how they would react with that history check. But you would know that much at least. So that gives you maybe some pause on whether or not they would know anything. That just kind of pops in your head while Izzy is saying that.
I mean, you could definitely try, but I mean, long story short, the Emperor's kind of treated like a god. Like he's the Holy Emperor. Like he's taken over
when
so
you
much
say
and done
when you
so
say
much.
that, Izzy rolls his eyes so hard.
If
but
I could
he
maybe
does not say anything.
suggest we don't do that when we're speaking to him, that might go a long way. As Sarah kind of catches you roll your eyes and just gives you almost kind of a playful smile. I think we do need to tread lightly.
Yes. I won't offend your father-in-law. Don't worry. Really quick, Bahamut is not one of the icons stuck in the crystals, right? I don't remember.
Correct. He is not.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Lore-wise, and I believe you've done some research on this before, so I'll just go ahead and tell you. The icons existed, for eons. Eons ago, around 2,000 years ago, Bahamut appeared and basically waged war on the existing icons and was victorious. Their formation of the crystals was kind of their last-ditch effort to keep an essence of themselves around on this plane before Bahamut basically obliterated them. Their battle actually reshaped the face of Fantasia. And since then, Bahamut actually hasn't been seen. So he was victorious and then has not made a physical appearance.
Right, and they had a plan, and Shiva was the only one who didn't pull through with it.
Yes.
I remember.
Right, exactly.
Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of lore that I read over, and I will never remember all of it.
Sorry,
but
I wrote a lot of lore.
can I make a check to see how to see if I read anything on how the Emperor specifically feels about the other icons?
Sure, go ahead. You can give me a history check. See how you do with those.
Yay!
Very
Let's
pointed. Okay.
I was hoping
14.
he was going to get like a 5. 14.
That's a 5 plus 9, so 14.
So as far as what you would have
9? Sorry.
He's
Yeah,
a wizard.
I have a plus. Yeah, I have a plus 9 to history because of my skill expert feat.
Oh, yeah. So, the things you've read haven't been necessarily like personal accounts, so how this particular emperor might feel, you're not sure. But you do know that the empire itself has a very strict no worshipping of false icons within their borders. So you'll find no churches to any of the icons here. It's all going to be based around the religion of Bahamut, and they view him as the savior that came from the skies and cleansed the earth of the false icons. Now, how personal they feel about that, this particular emperor, you're not sure, but you do know that the Empire's official stance is we don't do that stuff here. And that was actually one of the key contentions that led to the Spira War in the first place with Cornelia.
Right. Okay. So I think Izzy thinks for a second. He says, I don't have much experience with holy people. Where I come from, we don't have any particular feelings towards or against the icons. But I think that if we play to his, what's the better word for this? If we play to his sincerity towards his people, that may be the best route to go. Because whether he takes part or not, this is going to affect his kingdom in the long run. If the power of the crystals run out, or we don't at least stop whatever is siphoning the powers from each of them. My biggest problem is I'm not sure how much to tell him, because if he feels we're lying to him, he won't want to help us.
I mean, there is a certain level of obligation to Firion, but even I know that Noctis was always the favorite. Like, he was the one that got the training, he was the one that got the teaching. Like, Firion kind of just got whatever was handed down. So, I mean, there's a small chance that he might want to help a city that he has not yet conquered. Sorry, Sarah. But
she bristles at that a little bit, but doesn't interrupt.
Yeah. I feel like it is going to be a balancing act between appeasing to his ego as the Emperor, but also trying to word things correctly to try and make it seem like it's for the betterment of the Emperor, of the Empire, sorry.
He did lose a town very recently.
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't think he's gonna care too much. We could
Yeah,
rebuild
he's
a
not
town.
gonna give a shit. Yeah.
We can rebuild a town. It'd be the people he'd be the most upset about, but we saved those people, so we could hold that. Maybe as a bargaining chip.
I
have
think
no idea how he's going to take the news too. I mean, I think how he reacts to Firion and I is going to be is going to tell us how we need to. Yeah, I mean, it can't be worse than my father. I would hope.
Oh God, I hope not.
Best case scenario is that he's okay with it in whatever regard, and I think that we should just be honest with him 100%. However, I think we should keep out the fact. I think we should keep out the fact that you made a bargain with Garuda.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some gloves.
We should make it seem as if she gave up her own spiritual energy out of spite. I think that seems more believable for humanity, because she wouldn't care regardless.
Why are we even telling the Emperor? Let's just not. We have his son on this. Sure, the Emperor has more power than his son, but what? We're still going to get any access to knowledge and books that we need through Firion, I'm sure. I'm sure he'd be willing to help us in any way he can. It's not like the Emperor himself is going to send his army to march on the crystals with us and repair the mother crystal.
No. I think Ava has a point. I would like to... My concern, and again, I've said this once, I'll say it again. I view you all as advisors, and I think that your input on this is key. My concern is the absence of the wind crystal is already being felt here. And if a reason for that is not determined, I don't know how long he will wait before he decides to march towards the crystal. And then I just don't want Cornelia to be caught in the crosshairs of an angry emperor looking for answers.
So keep it from him unless he asks.
I also have
Yeah.
one other request. I would rather not bring my own family drama into this, if we could. The situation with my father, I don't think needs to be made public knowledge with the Empire just yet.
Yeah, of course. For all intents and how do I say this? Sarah, you're going to have to be very okay with a lot of shit very quickly while we're here in Lindblum. I know you're expecting that, but a lot of the people inside the city don't care for or know about the outside of the Empire territory. So, my not challenge, but suggestion is to try and be as uncaring as possible. Try and see it more like you're reaching this to help them and try and do things from the shadows.
Give me a
Because no one's going to
check.
help you directly. Wait, no, I have a plot in that one. Let's go!
Oh, that's right.
Let's go.
Oh, thank God. 16.
She seems a little uncomfortable with that, but
He knows it's true.
she sees her shoulder. You see her shoulders kind of drop just a little bit. This is all just so strange. I mean, just everything here seems so different, and you've lived here. I will take your advice.
We are here to help you. Don't ever
I know.
forget that, okay?
I totally, and you've done more than anyone ever should be expected to already. I'll follow your lead here.
No, we're not bringing up the crystals at all, unless he asks.
If he asks, I can spin a story. If he asks.
Are you sure?
I have been working on something with a couple of people that completely negates the idea of wind. So, for lack of a better term, the wind crystal's kind of the least of our worries right now.
All right.
It's an idea. It's still in planning, but it's something that I've been thinking about for, oh my God, like 200 years now. I've just never been able to perfect it with the resources and technology that we had back then. God, that makes me sound so old.
At this point,
if you need,
Beryl comes back into the room, and he's hauling this. You can just hear this donk, donk, donk as he's hauling this giant barrel up the stairs, and he just kind of rolls it into the room. The ale, sir. I'll be right back with your wine. And then he turns around, and you just hear, and you just hear kind of a, like a groan as he goes down the stairs.
well, if that's the
You've
case,
got pushed to talk. Hang on. Grunthor, I think you've got pushed. Okay, good.
I'm just going to grab the barrel and put it up on the table and take a mug and just dip it in and start drinking.
Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, does that mean the next phase of our plan after this is it would be talking to the other icons and making sure their energy doesn't get siphoned, right?
I mean, yeah, we could try.
Well, yeah.
Wonderful.
Hopefully not to make any explosive deals with them.
No deals. Please, no deals.
Now, Zach, you see Kamari kind of walk while you're talking over to the barrel of ale that Grunthor dipped it into, and you see him sniff it, and then take like a lap like cats normally do, just like a take a couple and then walk away.
I mean, I keep some of the cheap shit around too, but you know how pretentious people are. You've got to display the good stuff, hide the bad stuff.
True.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's not really much else that we can do for now. Furion said it would take a couple of days, and for something as big as this, it probably wouldn't surprise me. So I suppose for the next couple of days, I can, if you need anything, either I can show you around, or I'm sure Luca has someone that can help out as well.
After
Yeah.
after Farron comes back, I'll ask him if there's any resources that people don't normally get to use that I can read through.
Alright, well, I don't mean to be that person, but I have been away from home for 2 months. I'm gonna go see my son, I suppose.
That's
And
fine. I'm
Nozak's
getting
gonna
tired
turn around and
myself.
walk upstairs.
Okay.
Would you like me to show you to a room?
If you have one available, I don't want to be a bother, but please, you all need a bit more than I do. You've done so much. I've just been walking.
We've got plenty of rooms, it's okay.
Sounds like
There's
a
rooms for
hashtag
everyone.
humble brag. We've got plenty of rooms. Don't you worry.
I got rooms for my rooms.
I can be a bit of a pretentious prick.
This
I'm
is what
home.
happens when you save diligently and live forever.
Damn
Yeah.
right.
All you gotta do to get where I am, live 900 years. It's fine.
Right.
Oh, great. That's easy.
I'm actually poor
Izzy
for
will-
someone my age.
Yeah. Izzy will stand up with Owl Nubis and say, I'm going to the library.
Okay.
Outside or inside?
Outside.
Okay.
So, Nozak, you would know. You are
Sorry, I
kind
just realized how stupid that was.
of outside or inside.
Yeah, outside library, inside library.
I love how in the flip of like one episode, Nozak has become this super rich, pretentious person who doesn't realize when they're being pretentious, and I'm really here for it. So you would know. So where you are, you're in the you're in the Palace District, which is kind of in the center of the town, towards the side of the Industrial District. The library is going to be up in the Enlightened District, which is around the north side of the giant circle. So you know that's going to be quite a long walk since the air taxis are down. So that's up to you whether you tell Izzy any of this before he heads out. But he's looking at maybe even an hour of just walking through this giant city.
I'll probably just kind of run up behind you and just kind of let you know that due to the air taxis being down, it's going to be about an hour's walk. And it is over in another district. I suppose you don't really need a guide. You've got Alnubis. It's going to be a walk, but the library's open all the time, so you shouldn't have too much of a problem.
It'll be fine. Like I said, I've been here before. I have at least a bit of a light layout of the city.
All right. Well, good luck, and yeah, don't get mugged.
Wait, there are muggings here?
Bye. Have a good time.
Closes the door on him.
That was great.
You just hear Luca, protect the buddy.
So what are the rest of you all doing? Sarah will take you up on it, Nozak, to be shown to a room.
Yeah, I'll take her up to one of the more stately rooms, I suppose.
You'll notice
Well,
Kamari kind of just stands outside and just kind of leans up against the wall and crosses his arms and just closes his eyes like he's going to sleep there.
I'm doing the same.
I love this one-upmanship with Kamari and Grunthor.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull out some playing cards and give him a quick shuffle and kind of look over at Kamari.
Ship it so hard.
Give me a persuasion check.
20. No, I was kidding. 14.
Okay. He looks down at the cards, kind of looks at the room. She probably fine.
All
Dylan.
right.
He just kind of slides down the wall, kind of sits crisscross applesauce, and turns to face you.
That's good. Ava. Just before we go, I know You're probably itching to do some monk shit or do some sneaky stuff or whatever because you like that kind of thing.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna steal from people. I know you got people running.
Oh
shit
no!
here.
If you're gonna steal, have you seen rich people? They're assholes. Like the only reason I'm friends with them is because the poor people expect so much.
Yeah, that's true.
That's pompous.
It's very
It's
easy
also
to steal from
true.
your friends.
Trust me.
The
So if
side
you
of
do
Nozak, damn.
if you want to find the right targets, talk to Luca. I'm sure he'll have someone. Then I'm going to lead Sarah upstairs to her room.
Okay.
I'm deliberately moving Sarah into a room in the middle of the hallway.
Okay, so it's gonna make Grunthor and Kamari's card game even more it's in the way for everybody. Quick, Grunthor. Let's just do a straight D20. Let's just do a roll off.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, no modifiers.
Comes the natural 20, baby.
Okay. Couple hands in, and it's pretty close as you all, the game that you're playing, going back and forth. But at the end of about 5 hands, Kamari does have you up, or have a couple on you at this point, as he just kind of smirks and say, I need to explain rules. You understand game, yes?
All right. Now we play a new game.
God.
Contested athletics checks. Let's do it.
I am so here for this.
Oh my god.
Kamari just pushes the cards out of the way.
Oh, 9.
Oh, that was an 18 on the die. As you're struggling for a second, and it's hand in hand, and then he just kind of smirks at you, and then just slams you down. It okay. Kamari very strong.
Oh my god.
Letting you win.
Oh.
Love this energy.
Waited 13 episodes for this.
One more, let's do it. That's cocked.
12. Jeez.
Oh man.
Need to redo these dice.
Yeah, you've burned it all as it's just
D20 cheat. There, okay.
You're hand in hand, and you start to pull him down, and you get him pretty close as he just now Kamari let you win, and then he goes and just boom straight over. Yeah, I had a 14. That was close. I had a 14 on the die, so and he just slams you down. It okay. We tired.
I love this energy.
The king.
Those will be the best rolls I have on right. I rolled like
I
an
put
18,
a hand
an
on
18,
his
a
shoulder.
14.
I put a hand on his shoulder. I said, well, the young should let the older people win sometimes.
Oh my god.
How old are you?
I don't think Grunthor knows, right?
I don't think he does.
I am question mark years old.
I think that's what we've got. I don't think I have
I'm going to literally lie, and I'm going to say 15. I know I'm not, but...
Give me a deception check with disadvantage.
That's gotta be a roll.
But disadvantage, though, because
I don't know.
a good roll for this is going to just be comedy.
There, 2.
2.
I like 15.
Kamari just kind of smirks and laughs a little bit. Well, then I guess I'd not let you drink anymore. Too young.
Oh,
He just gives you a smirk.
drinking game.
Oh my god. I love this.
Yeah, we just
Oh my
drink on the
God.
job.
Yeah, all the time.
We're gonna cut there for now because I think I know where this
God.
is headed. And then Ava or Izzy or Nozak, do you all want to do anything else at the moment? That was great. I'm giving you inspiration. That was great.
That was
was
amazing. I think after putting Sarah to bed, after taking Sarah to her room, Nozak's probably going to go and see the kids. But
Okay.
we'll get them first
Okay.
because I want to talk to Luca for about a few things.
Once you kind of knock on the door and you just hear a voice come from inside. Come in. As you open it up, and you've basically, how old is Luca? You said he was like 12?
I think I say he was 12 or 14, but we'll go with
Okay.
12.
Him
Closer to Nellie's age.
and Nellie are just kind of sitting on the floor, talking to one another, and just kind of laughing and goofing off and doing kids things. They seem like they're just kind of playing or talking. You don't really know what they were in the middle of. As you come in, and they kind of look at you, and she goes, "Mr. Bunnyman!" And Luca just kind of raises his eyebrow and looks at her, and then looks at you, Mr. Bunnyman.
If I hear this from
I'll
you,
remember that one.
you better not, Luke. I swear to God.
Oh, don't hit me, Mr. Bunnyman. He beats me, you know. He turns back and says that to Nellie. Her face drops.
Absolutely do not. I will put a lock on your window again.
I can see, he locks me in here too. I can show you the bruises. He's small, but he's mean. Nellie just looks at you and then looks back at Luca, and he holds it for a second and then starts laughing. I'm just screwing with you, kid. It's he's fine. He's nice.
You're so mean. You wound me, child.
Okay. Whew. You scared me for a second.
He does that to all the kids.
He's harmless. Besides, I mean, if he ever gives you any shit, you just kick him. He's only, what, like 2 feet tall?
I swear to God.
Wait, Nozak's only 2 feet tall?
No.
Technically shorter. No.
Nozak just gave me a tween to play with, so I'm getting to channel my shit 13-year-old energy that I haven't gotten to do in a while.
This is the most amount of practice Wolf's going to get for the next 10 years before.
Oh God. It's already starting. Sometimes she'll say something and be like, "You're way too young to say shit like this. You are not a teenager yet." Leave me alone. Oh God. Anyway.
Well, Luca, hi. I'm home. You didn't need to shake me. That was unnecessary, but I get it.
Well, you have a shakeable face.
I know.
Hey, all jokes aside, I'm glad you're home. I missed you a little bit.
I'm glad to be home. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, though.
How did it go?
That's the thing. Well, I told you about the mission that we were supposed to do and, the delegates and everything. Long story short, I think it was an assassination attempt. So, the chef that was with us, I remember you saying that he looked very skittish, he was very worried, but I kind of, brushed it off a little bit.
You never listen to me.
Yeah, well, you're 12.
I know my shit, obviously.
Yeah, you do, which is why I'm going to tell you, Eva to talk to you about who to steal from, because you know who the best targets are.
I'm not bringing competition into... Whatever, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, at least it'll be good to have an adult around. At least then you'll be able to see the more chaotic shit that you'll be able to do in a few years that you're already doing now that I know you are.
Well,
no. The chef poisoned a lot of the food, and I just didn't eat, and I woke up in Cornelia, and then I'm going to recount in short term everything that kind of happened.
Okay.
Which is probably going to take 20 minutes. So if anybody else wants to do something,
the whole time Nellie's just like. So
Nellie's pulling the faces that I pulled through every episode. I mean, like,
one,
and then there was backstory for Izzy, and she's like,
once you kind of finish, there's a little bit of a silence, and then Luca's like, "Damn,
yeah,
well, bright side, old man, you got sent on a delegation mission, and you brought home a queen and married the Emperor's kid, so sounds like a damn good delegation mission to me."
I mean, long story short, while I'm trying to help Sarah and I'm trying to still, do what I do, it was quite successful, I reckon. Took a little bit longer, but what mission doesn't have a side quest?
Nice ones,
but
easy ones.
True, actually. But I wanted to talk to you about something while I've been gone. Because I know there was a couple of people that are trying to, let's say, not have good relations with us for whatever reason, whether it's my allegiance or my job or whatever. There's always people around. Has there been any attacks on the home or any stalking or anything like that lately?
Honestly, it's been kind of boring. Like, I mean, if what you're saying's true, maybe they thought they didn't even need to bother anymore.
That worries me.
It's been really quiet. I mean, I got bored at one point, and Barrel's probably just gonna go ahead and tell you. I kind of
love my kid.
Burned down one of our sheds out back. It's total accident. I mean, to be honest, the fire caught a lot faster than I was expecting, and it kind of like reacted a little bit more. I mean, I was just trying something out, and then it just kind of got out of hand.
I've taken you to the forges. You know how fire works.
Well, no, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. That's the thing is I do, and it didn't work that way.
Can I roll an Arcana check on Luca to see if he's like got any magic?
You can roll Arcana.
Oh, the fucking intelligent.
You asked for this one.
I know. 15.
15.
Like, has he developed magic from when he's been living with me and I've not realized?
It doesn't seem. From what you're talking, it's really hard to tell. Now, fire specifically reacting in unexpected ways sounds familiar to you, though, as you just had an experience with it. And,
oh boy.
Yeah, you just had an experience with fire reacting more volatile than expected. So it could be that. It could be latent magical powers that he's developed. You're not sure. But it could be due to the imbalance of the crystals.
Alright, sweet.
So.
Alright, well.
But you can choose to believe whatever you want. That's character.
Oh, I'm 100% believing he's got magic. Do you know how much fucking good that'll do for me and my cover? No, I'm kidding. Okay, well, I mean, Nellie's probably going to be here for a little while I'm here. I've already explained to her that we are going to see and talk to a few of the sisters, a few of the nuns, just to see if there's anything. But I thought it might be good for her to have someone around her age just to talk to, and don't corrupt her. She's not a part of your network, okay?
I couldn't corrupt. I am an angel.
You're a little shit is what you are.
Do you see how he talks to me? This is what he usually says before he starts the hitting. Hey, Nelly, he didn't drink at all while he was like bringing you here, right?
Oh my god.
Because he just kind of gives you
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and just scream, Luca!
All right.
That probably just woke up everybody in the neighborhood, but they'll be right.
It echoes through the through the hallway. Grunther, you're taking a shot, and as it does that, you kind of like jostles you just a little bit, and you end up just kind of pouring it into your face. It kind of goes up your nose a little bit, and Kamari just goes, forgot how to drink too.
Oh my god!
He wants you so bad, Grunthor.
And then he just takes his really quick, slams it down upside down in between the two of you.
I was going to say, when he takes his drink, can I go real quick to, like...
Go for it. Give me
100%.
Just give me a quick dexterity check. Just see how fast you can get there.
Come on.
If this is your 20, I swear to God.
17's fast enough. What are you doing?
Just as he does that, I'm going to, like, tilt it so it goes up his nose.
That's cheating. No cheating.
I like known witnesses.
Ava's still downstairs?
He reaches over and takes one of your shots next to you. You owe me. And slams that one down. No, Zach.
Yeah.
Back in the room, Luca says, "Hey, Nelly, can you run downstairs and grab something for me? Give me some water. I'm really thirsty, and can you get some for the old man here too, because it really helps sober him up." And Nelly goes,
I'm actually gonna beat this child.
Nelly goes, yeah, when you said 12 to 14, I was like, I'm just gonna have fun with this.
I've created a monster. Not even the DM, and I've created a monster.
So Nelly goes, okay, and she gets up and kind of runs out, and then runs downstairs. And then Luca just kind of stands up, walks over to you. I really missed you. And then he just gives you a big hug.
Yeah. I missed you too.
Then he picks you up.
Yeah,
Hugs you like this.
I think my legs are just kind of dangling. Be like, I kind of deserve this. I'm just kind of letting it happen.
Just put you back down.
Well, as I said, to be honest with you, I don't know how long we're going to be here for.
That's fine. I know you got stuff to
With
do.
everything going on with the crystals and the icons and everything, we've kind of roped ourselves into a really big mission. So I don't have much help with that. But what I want you to do is we're waiting for the Emperor to give us a meeting with him through Firion. I was wondering if maybe you could either find something on the streets to see whether the Emperor's changed in the past couple of months. Because, I mean, we thought we were fine before I went away. And then I found out it was an assassination attempt. So see if there's any talkings among the guards or any word on the street. Also, if you see a really tall Ellison try and like steal something from someone, just kind of pointing to, oh, hang on, that's a good one. You remember the Darrells? Go like 3 doors up.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, get over on them first. I reckon he'd be able to find some good shit.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, if you find anything, let me know.
Okay.
That should keep you busy for a while.
No,
and then just stay safe.
Of course. They can't catch me anyway. I'm too fast. I want to talk to you real quick.
It's true.
Before she gets back, though.
Yeah.
Don't leave her with the nuns.
If I don't tell anybody else, but I was kind of not wanting to.
No, I don't. Look, I don't really like what they do over there, and there's just something about the whole indoctrination thing. I don't care for it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we got room, man.
Oh, we got room. I made sure of that. I mean, I've had people coming in and out for years.
And it'd be nice to have, it'd be nice to have someone around when I'm left all alone by my absent father.
I am going to do something.
I know. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I swear to God, child, you are going to be the death of me. and not much has killed me after 900 years. So to find out it's going to be a 12-year-old child, that's embarrassing.
Well, I got to get your, inheritance somehow.
Oh yeah, true.
He's kind
I
of
forgot
smiles.
about that.
Seriously, just give it some thought. I don't know. I just. I know.
The
I
nuns
don't. I
were
don't
mainly
know. I
away.
don't know the. Look, I know some stuff. I've been on the streets a long time, and you honestly don't. Yeah. I'm not gonna say you're not great with kids, but I've probably seen some shit I probably shouldn't have by the time I'm 12. But
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
true.
There's something about just the whole way the church is structured here. I just don't care for it. I just don't want Nellie wrapped up in that. I mean, I
I've
just
learned
met
a
her,
lot
but
in the past couple of months,
she
so.
seems like a really sweet kid. And you kind of brushed over it when you were talking about what happened, but it kind of sounds like things didn't go great with her family in Altair.
Yeah, long story short, they're dead. Like dead.
Is there another kind of dead?
I will tell you more about that later because I don't have the ability to talk about that right now. Talk to Ava.
Okay. Anyway, I don't think like a convent's really what she needs. But again,
Yeah.
what do I know? I'm just some asshole kid.
You are, but you're my asshole kid, so still love you.
That's the
All
first
right.
time you've ever said that to me.
Oh, fuck off, child.
Go get some sleep. You look like shit.
I always look like shit. Alright. Oh, yeah, I'll see you in the morning.
Night, old man.
Night, Luca.
Izzy, you're still walking, so I'll get to you in just a second. Ava, what do you want to do anything?
Ava, is that doorway near like the guest area where you guys were, or is that in a separate area? No, Zach.
So Lucas, so when you go up the stairs, it's kind of like a similar layout, except that like it has those stairs that go up and then it goes around like that. So there's like a U shaped. So Sarah and I and probably Izzy will be on the right side, and then on the left side you'll have Luca at the end, and then I'd probably put you in the middle and then Grunthor on the side, because Kimara will probably crash wherever, and if you want a bed, go for it.
Kind of looking like Gruntler's not using that room.
I knew for a fact as soon as I created Luca, I was like, Ava's gonna want to do some like sneaky shit, so I put you two like together in the house.
As I'm exiting my room, I assume presumably literally right next door to you guys, I'm gonna be like, Lucas! Oh shit, hi no, Zach, where's your son?
He's inside. Don't do anything stupid, and just remember he is only 12. He'll probably teach you a few things. And then Nozak's just gonna walk off and say, "Good luck."
Does he know how to... Never mind.
Trust me, he probably does. He's a little
Alright.
shit. Nozak's gonna walk to bed. Into his actual bed that he totally has used before.
So, Ava, are you going to go in and talk to Luca? Do I get to play Luca some more?
Yeah, I don't know how much of it you want to actually play out, but I'm gonna do stereotypical rogue shit. I'm gonna go look for thieves' cant signs, looking for like signs or slogans of like safe havens or certain criminal organizations. I'm gonna listen for people talking in the cities.
Are you?
And
So
then
are you gonna
if
you're gonna
Luca's-
leave the house? Or are you gonna take Luca with you? Is that what you're looking for him, or what?
Yeah, I'll see if Luca wants to go, but I remember Nozak was like, yo, talk to my kid if you want to steal, so I'm gonna get some info from him, then go sightseeing.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna stay in tonight just because, kind of want to make sure
That's
Nellie's
fair.
kind of feeling all right. But
Yeah.
Nozak wanted me to point you to the Darrells about 3 houses down. I wouldn't go after them right now though. They're kind of homebodies. What they do like to do though is about every other day they do go down to the business district and they just like to spend their money on stupid shit. Big gaudy like necklaces and whatever. But they almost never pay attention at all to their purses. It's literally like stealing candy from a baby.
Oh,
And actually, they have a baby,
simple.
but you
my
could
God.
take their candy too if you wanted to. But
yeah. If they even gave candy to their baby.
they do, yeah. They really
Oh,
shouldn't.
that's-
I mean, it's
yeah,
really
that's kind of
little.
irresponsible.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's little. I mean, the thing's gonna choke, but
Yeah, how does it even eat it? There's like no teeth.
yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do I look like I know about kids?
No, well, yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, I was one at some point. What Nozak says.
That's true.
I don't know. He lies though.
well.
So,
That's true. He is a filthy liar. I know your dad.
but yeah, I mean, I think at this time of night, not gonna have great luck finding things. You know, most of the people out this time of night aren't the ones that you're wanting to pickpocket. They're the ones wanting to pickpocket you. So
Exactly. That's why I want to see these people.
yeah, I'll give you a tip. Don't ever tell the old man I told you this though. Best place to pick up
Glass
some,
up against the door.
best place to pick up some extra cash is up at the church. They just have a big box full of money. Put stuff in. They go in. Just kind of sits out there.
There is no way in hell Nozak would not know that that's being stolen. With how often he works in the churches and how it runs, there is no way. I haven't told him that I know.
Now,
I'm gonna let him have that one.
You don't take all of it, because that's
Right,
what I'm
of
afraid
course,
he's gonna catch on. But you know, it's one way to do
But
it.
you know, you take one or two off the top, and nobody ever notices.
Exactly. Well, I'll take more than one or two.
Of course.
It's not like
Oh,
they need
of
money.
course,
Have you
yeah.
seen the damn church? They don't need money.
That's true. No, of course not.
Plus, I don't know. Don't get me started. I have a problem with that whole thing. Anyway, yeah, that's my advice for right now, I think.
All right, so thank you, Luca.
Now, if you're looking for, I will take one more thing.
Oh yes.
Over in the business district, there's the Imperial Inn. That's a really,
Ooh.
really nice kind of like, you know, where our fancy people stay when they're visiting.
Ah,
You know, from Elfheim or somewhere like that.
they have those stupid scarves.
Yeah, those are stupid scarves. What a
Oh,
it's
yeah,
in the
they
middle of
are.
the summer and they got scarves on.
yeah,
Who wears
I know.
what's up with that?
I think they're just expensive.
Anyway, yeah, I could maybe try to take some of those. But anyway, that's a good place. That's a good place.
All right.
You know, a lot of people. You got to be kind of careful there though, because most of the people, you know, have their luggage with them. That's usually a two-man operation. I've noticed. One distracts, one slips into the room.
Oops, yep. Oh yeah.
It's also a little bit easier for kids.
That's fair. Able to squeeze and go into places a lot quicker.
Anyway, I mean, I'll give you some more tips as I come up with them, but
Oh yes, of
That's what I
course.
got off the top of my head.
Seem to know
Also-
quite a bit.
well, you know, old man basically works for fun. I have to bring in the money. Who do you think pays for this place? I'm joking. It's
Why
like
to
it's like
beat him?
60-40.
Oh yeah, of course. You being the 60, of course.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I'm the only reason we can still afford barrel.
Gosh, I mean, yeah. What? Your father's been gone.
I know. It's like
This is
he
a
just takes.
mistake.
Who
Yeah,
leaves,
you've been-
who leaves a 12-year-old
you're the
kid by
breadwinner.
themselves?
I know.
does
How
that?
crazy is that? As I'm fiddling with my sending stone.
Oh my god. I appreciate how that implies that the moment the cash stop, Barrel is out. And you know what?
Not
I
you by
look for that
choice.
energy.
Barrel's got
He's
no
not here by
loyalty.
choice.
He's like he make me bring barrels of ale up from the basement. Fuck these people.
I pay him fucking good money. Not honest
I love
money, but
food.
good money.
Love that for
Clean
him.
island.
Anyway, you know, maybe we can tag along some other time, but just not tonight, man.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure we'll be in town for a bit.
So with that, go ahead and give me a just a general investigation check as you kind of hang around town. Izzy, while he's doing that, you give me a quick survival check.
Oh no.
No,
like
it's
that.
it's
Yeah,
mainly to
what's
see
up?
if,
Time.
I wish
And
we could
Al-
trade skill checks.
Can Owl Anubis give me advantage?
yes, Al Nubis can give you advantage.
Thank you.
The scariest
Hey.
words a wizard can ever hear. Make a survival check.
Well, Survival's for like tracking and finding your way around. You are trying to navigate a giant metropolitan area at night by yourself that you've only been to once.
Listen, Izzy says he has a light idea. He is relying like shit on Anubis.
Yeah.
The light idea. He cast the cantrip light on the stone. That's his light idea.
And then what'd you get? Investigation check. Okay, 16. So, Ava, you spend some time basically poking around. How far into the city are you going? Are you going to stay in the palace district? Are you wanting to move more into like the business district? Where are you looking specifically, I guess?
Let's see. This district we're in is probably filled with rich religious people.
The whole city's filled with a lot of religious people.
Yeah,
but
the whole city's
these are the
probably
rich
filled with
ones.
most people. Yeah. All right.
Actually, this is more, this is the very rich people, but most of the people here are specifically related in some way to the Imperial Palace. Even the rich people that are just rich from trade or business still live in the residential district. So everybody here has some kind of tie to the Emperor, either maybe not directly, but they work in some form of the government.
Gotcha.
Or they're 900 years old and just have friends in the Empire's family. So
no, I'll go down to the business district.
Okay.
Probably seems more criminal influenced.
I am so here for all the Nozak hate. I fucking love it.
So
good.
I kind of love what you've given me to work with there.
You're welcome.
Business district. At this time of the night, most of the shops are closed, or closing up for the night. So you kind of look around. There are shops. I mean, if you're looking to break into something, but there are most of them are kind of like closed up. If you want to know what any of them are, I'll tell you. But and you do locate the Imperial Inn that was mentioned to you. And then you also locate another inn nearby called the Spira Stopover. They both have two very different vibes. The Imperial Inn, as you kind of walk past it, you notice that it's very, very nice. It seems quiet. You kind of just peek through the door, and just the lobby itself seems very well kept. And most of the people inside are very well dressed. And it's very kind of sophisticated atmosphere. The Spira Stopover, on the other hand, is, for lack of a better word, your budget motel. You've got people outside. It's very rowdy. And as you kind of peek in here, this seems like where people are. They're like, you've got your shit-faced drunk people. These are the kind of bars that you've been to before. You notice over on one wall, though, is the giant hunt board. It's just a board that's kind of on the wall, and it's got different pictures of monsters and other various tasks, with like daggers through some, just little pins through others, of just a bunch of different odd jobs that people have posted. They're looking for adventurers or just anyone with skills to help out. Some of them are even looking for like plumbing help. Just it's kind of like a help wanted board.
Cool.
But this place definitely has more of the vibe of that rowdy kind of, this is where stuff happens. Whereas the Imperial Inn has a lot more, this is where the stuff is. You know what I mean?
Yep. No, I get you for sure.
So, as far as, what'd you get, a 16? Yeah, nothing specifically as far as like thieves' cant or any kind of hidden messages jump out at you in your kind of stroll through the town. So we can come back to you. I want to get to Izzy, because Izzy, you've been sitting very patiently, and I appreciate you. So what are you doing? What are you doing?
Gold star.
Oh, we're going to library.
Library. Okay. You actually, with your 22, Al-Nubis helps a lot, but you do have, it takes you a minute, but you're like, oh, yeah, I remember this way. You kind of weave around, kind of coming very close to the Imperial Palace. You know enough not to get too close, because as you're walking by, some of the guards are watching you, just like, stranger approaching the Imperial Palace at night. But you keep enough distance to where they don't actually, like, question you for anything. You do manage to make your way up to the Enlightened District, where you can see, as you kind of move into this district, it's very different from most of the other ones you passed through. At this point, there's not really a lot going on here. You do see the giant church, the Temple of the Hallowed Worm, as it's called, and you see from inside just the slow flicker of candlelight as there's some kind of evening, I don't want to say mass because that's a very Catholic thing, but like a service, I guess.
Gathering,
I guess. But the library is not very far from that. They're both the biggest buildings here in the Enlightened District. So you've made your way over to the Imperial Library. As you come in, it's not. It's huge. It's actually bigger than the one that was in Cornelia, but as you kind of just do a quick scan from what you can see, the shelves aren't as densely packed. So Cornelia didn't have as much space, but they had put a lot of stuff in there. Although it does rival that of Cornelia. It definitely does.
Oh, yeah.
So much so that you start to wonder whether or not Cornelia's claim to having the grandest library in Fantasia is true or not. But you don't know. So what are you looking for in particular?
He would like, after having his conversation with Menlu, I think first things first, he's specifically looking for any information on the staff he's looking for, and he knows that would probably. He remembers Minwu's tip, like, oh, the last place you need to look, or the last place you looked, or basically implying that the last place it might be there.
Okay.
So I think at first he assumes, he's like, okay, I clearly need to look up info on like relics that are famous. He does actually, funny thing enough, he does not know if Matoya's wand would be considered famous, except in like smaller circles.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to look for more so information on Matoya and her life with the staff, and also some information on the staff in general. Kind of like in that area of like books.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
All right, cool. Would this count as research?
Yeah, sure. It would count as research.
Can I spend gold to have advantage?
Go for it. I mean, typically that's for longer term research. So save that because if you stay here longer and you want to do it for a couple days, we can get into those because that was like a downtime activity type thing. Cool. Give me just a general one right now, and then if you need more and we have time over, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. So what am I rolling?
Just investigation, as you're kind of pouring through the books and just seeing what information you can find.
Nice. That's a 4 + 6, 10.
You do find information on Matoya quite easily, actually. None of the stuff you find necessarily specifically says much about her staff, except for the fact that she wielded one. You get some general information about her history, but with a 10, not really too much that you didn't know because you know her personally. Most of the stuff that you find is your standard history stuff. You know, she was, allies at one point with the Kingdom of Cornelia. At some point, she had some kind of disagreement, and history kind of disagrees on exactly the cause of that. There isn't really anything concrete, and that she was disappeared, and that no one really hears from her anymore. She does make appearances from time to time. She did make an appearance during the Spira War in one particular battle, though it wasn't clear whose side she was on. She didn't really take any kind of adversarial approach, and it almost seemed like she was there more just observing what was happening. But that's the last recorded time you've seen that she's been seen in the books that you find. And she actually didn't mention that to you. Most of the other stuff you would have already known because of spending time with her. So yeah, not anything with what you're able to find. Just kind of with this night's just looking around.
Yeah. I think with that, he just lays his head on the table. He's like, Yeah, but after I'm going to assume a few hours of research, I think he looks at a clock that nearby. He's like, and he just gets up, puts the books back very politely, and then heads back to Nozak's place.
Okay. Okay. And you can make it back there easily enough. Once you come in, Ava, would you be back at this point, or is there some stuff you wanted to do at the bars or while you're out?
No, I'd say I'd be back, or maybe Izzy and I run into each other or something.
Okay. Yeah, I think that around, well, depending on how long you stay out. Yeah, how long are you staying out? Because Izzy's going to be gone for hours. Izzy's probably like sneaking in walk of shame from the library at like 3 a.m. or something. Because it's like an hour each way, and he researched a couple hours. He's going to be just like,
that's true,
coming in, probably crashing somewhere.
Are you both going to be night walkers?
I'd probably be out like 2 or 3 hours.
Okay, so at this point, you would be back before him. Izzy, when you come back, you start, the house is very quiet. You make your way back in. Nozak was nice enough to leave you a key so you could get in. But you make your way upstairs, and you just find Kamari and Grunthor just passed out in the middle of the hallway, cards everywhere. There's shot glasses all over the place. The whole hallway just reeks of, like, booze and liquor. And they're just kind of passed out their heads are like right next to each other. They're kind of just like in front of Sarah's door. Their heads are kind of like touching, and then they make like a V away from each other as they're just kind of laying in front of Sarah's door.
How many blankets does Nozak normally keep in the room?
There's usually 2.
All right, cool.
Like per bed.
Okay, cool. He takes both of the blankets and just puts them on those 2 before going back into his room for the night.
Okay. Perfect. With that, everyone gets their long rest. Not that you may not need it. But
I'm going to do it anyway.
The next day comes. Furion has not returned yet. You think, Nozak, that you probably have one more day before you'd hear from Furion, or maybe later today. So you do think that you've got some time this morning. If there's anything you'd like to do in town while you wait. That goes for everyone, not just Nozak. I just called you out because you know things.
I know the place. Okay, well, I mean, you guys are free to walk around. You know where I live now. But Grunthor, you wanted some armor, right?
Yes, and I would like to head to the Central District.
Okay. Alright, well, how about you come with me first? We'll go to the forge. We'll start getting a few people to work on some armor for you. And then once we've got your measurements and everything, you can go do whatever it is you need to do.
That sounds good.
Okay, and then you would know, Nozak, the Central District is just another name for the Imperial Palace District. So that's where you are now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just let him know that.
Izzy will look at Ava. He says, "Do you want to come with me to see if there are any magic shops in town?"
Ooh, okay.
I require a few more components for my spells, and also they may have some spells there that I may be able to, or at least potions or at least potion supplies at the very least.
Sarah says, "I think I'm going to just stay here in case Furion returns, if that's not a problem. Plus, I think the less I make myself known around town, the better for now."
Yeah, of course. Well, if you go over there, just kind of like just behind the kitchen, there's a little mini library over there. So if you want to have a read or have a look around, you're more than welcome to.
Sure.
If you see Luca come in and out, don't worry about him. He's fine.
Okay. Maybe I could find. Do you think you have any? Well, you have a kid, so I'm assuming you have some like children's books. Maybe Nellie and I can have some story time or something.
I'm gonna be honest, that might be a bit of a struggle, but if you ask Beryl, I'm sure we can figure something. I'm sure we can get something for you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And she just kind of goes off to try to find that.
Trying to think. No, I'll let the kids sleep in. They'll be right. Luca's used to me coming and going. I'm used to Luca coming and going.
Before we leave, I'd like to get like the equivalent of coffee here, and bring a mug up to Kamari.
Okay. You come up.
Yeah.
He's kind of just leaned against the door, and he's got his like hand on his head. You round
you
two?
You need this old man.
Kind of takes it. Kamari's fine.
I'm going to go
Starts
shopping.
draining it.
I'll be back.
Stay here with Sarah. I feel great.
I just give him one of those nods and head away.
As you head away, are you going to glance back or just walk away?
As I'm going down the stairs, I'll take a look over.
He has just put both of his hands over his face and just slumped down back against the wall, where he's just like,
he's so hungover.
I take one step back onto the landing, and I'm like going, I saw that, and then head down.
You just hear a ugh from up on the landing.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right, out into the streets. So, where are we heading first?
Magic shop.
Magic shop.
Yeah.
Well, that's where Team Young is going.
Team Young, I love it. Where's Team
And
Old
Team
as dirt?
Experienced.
Team Experienced. Okay. All right. Let's see.
I cop enough of that shit from Luca. Fuck off.
Let's see. Let's see who goes first. I'm gonna do odds for Young, evens for experience.
I'm
Odds.
totally picturing Luca goes up to Nozak and say, "Boomer."
Would
Okay, Boomer.
they use that word?
Team Young is first. So beauty before age in this situation.
Just it is what it is.
So, you make your way over to the business district, looking specifically for magic shops. As you are walking through, you see a couple shops, okay? You see Alice's Item Emporium, and you're right, this is where I get to name all my shops, you all. I've been waiting for this.
Already putting if in the player chat, being like when the DM finally gets to use their ideas.
Dragu's Armaments. You see that. One thing catches your eye is this little stand that's kind of off to the side of the main thoroughfare. It has a line, like 40 people deep, which you find is kind of weird because it's morning, and it's called Grandma Pickle's Pickle Stand. And there's just this old lady that seems to be just dealing out these pickles from a giant, like, jug that she has behind the counter. Kind of weird for breakfast, you think, but and
very southern energy of her.
and then you do see a stand, or not a stand, it's a building called Lomont's Magical Items. As you're walking towards it, though, you hear someone kind of start trying to like hail you from the side, like, hey, you're looking for magic stuff, right? I've got your stuff over here.
Oh, I'm sure you do, buddy.
As you turn, and there's a young woman, probably in her early 20s, maybe, with just some short black hair kind of tied up behind in a ponytail, and she goes, come on, I've got the stuff. Okay, you got to check this out. I see you heading for Lomont's, and he's got some great stuff. I've got some good stuff, too, but it won't... You got to check this out. Have you ever heard of Materia? You heard of it?
Yes.
Enlighten me. Oh, what? Yeah, we've heard of it.
Yeah.
Izzy.
Yeah.
You give me an Arcana check. Ava, do you think you've heard of it, or are you just bullshitting?
fuck. No, I'm just bullshitting.
Okay, I'm
I'm
not
about to say, Izzy has 100% seen that word in a glossary. So we're just going to go ahead and roll. Cool. That's a 23 Arcana.
So you do know about materia. Materia is basically crystallized or formed pieces of different forms of energy or mana. Some forms come from the life stream themselves. Some forms come from the actual energy that permeates the world. Some come from the energy absorbed from the crystals. Essentially, they are magical artifacts that you can have inserted into specifically enhanced pieces of armor or swords or weapons that give them kind of some additional magical properties. So she just says, listen, okay, come here. Now, Lamont's going to try to sell you some stuff, and he's got some great stuff. I'm not saying he doesn't have great stuff, but he's going to try to sell you, like, some magic swords and stuff. You don't need that. If you just get some of this materia, I know a guy at the forge. He can help, like, fix your weapons up a little bit. This will save you so much money. I just got a new shipment in. You should come and check this out. I'm telling you.
DM, I need you to understand, I grew up with people who sold shit like this around my neighborhood.
I feel like everybody has at some point.
They always knew something. It was always cheaper than just going to the Walmart that was a 15-minute walk away from my house.
This is an American thing. We don't have that in Australia.
There's always the person outside the sporting event that sells water for an actual, normal price.
Yeah. But Izzy looks at Aves and he says, I don't really use weapons. This seems more like a you thing.
No. It doesn't even work that way. Like, it gives you magic. Come here, and I'll show you what I got. My name's Yuffie, by the way. As she kind of turns around and she runs back to her little... And she only has, like, a little stand, okay? And she gets this box up, and above the stand she has, and it's just kind of in handwritten letters, it just says Yuffie's Materia. And she pushes this big box up, and she just kind of slams it down. And she goes, okay, I've got 3 different kinds.
Oh, that's the girl. I remember her. Sorry. I had to Google. All right.
And she starts laying stuff out, and she goes, look, I've got 3 here. Fire, ice, thunder. Here's the beautiful thing. You can get these, okay? And then even if you put them in a weapon, its power kind of grants you power. It's the weirdest thing. I don't really understand how it works, okay? I don't. But it's great. Or if you put it into your armor or some kind of like gauntlet or something like that, it'll have a completely different effect. It's crazy. I don't know. Look, I just sell the stuff and I find it, but I don't really know how it's made. But anyway,
you have no idea how it does anything either or how it works.
It's magic.
That's incredible.
It's magic.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When she says that, Izzy just goes, "That's not how magic works."
Okay. Look, and she holds up, and she's wearing a glove, and you can see that right in her wrist, she has what is a. It's kind of like a small circle that she has inserted one of these into, and she goes, "All right, look. This is the fire one. See?" And she just kind of looks around, and she finds just a small box off to the side. Watch this. And then she just kind of takes her hand and goes, and Izzy, you recognize the fire spell as it just kind of launches out. You can see the materia glow in her glove, and then the power kind of go into her hand and out through her palm, and it goes and just ignites this box off to the side. See? I don't have any magical abilities, but this thing lets me. I'm telling you, you've got to check this out.
Really quick, has Ava told Izzy about his waterbending experience when when the town was on fire?
No, but I assume you probably would have seen snippets of it through Al Anubis since you were doing UAV.
Okay. Izzy will look at Ava, and I caught the joke, but I'm not giving you the laugh. We'll look at Ava and say, elements without being able to cast spells seems more like your thing.
Yeah, and I'll use control fire and snuff out the fire on the box.
Whoa, that was pretty cool.
That was
Do
pretty
you already
cool.
have some of this stuff?
Yeah, I told you we were familiar with.
So
materia,
you know how cool this stuff
Oh
is, right?
yeah, yeah. I was just testing your sales pitch and seeing how well you could do. I think you have a lot of potential for this.
Do you think so? Okay, look, that's the thing. I'm kind of new. Like, I've got the materia, but sometimes I feel like I come on too strong. But
Well, you know, there's a lot of different people here, so it's just about the experience.
yeah.
When she says that, immediately Izzy opens his mouth and you just see a wing cover it from El Nufus.
So anyway, like, this is what I've got right now. If you're interested in this, I am going out for another shipment here in the next couple days. I might get some more stuff, but if you're interested in anything catching your eye?
You have proficiency with earth and water. Well, with earth yet? That might be something to look into. If she's getting another shipment.
I can see if I can get one of those. Right now I have these 3, but I can look for the others.
I also haven't seen you use lightning yet. That could be interesting.
Yeah, is that like literal lightning, or is that like whoosh of air?
No. It's like it's not air. It's like electricity.
Oh. Interesting.
Love it so much.
Yeah. Fortunately enough, you already have water covered, so I don't have much need to learn spells for that. But
No, I think I don't need lightning, unfortunately.
Okay.
I have
But
that
you're doing very good. I had to think very hard.
Okay.
No, you almost got my impulsive purchase raptor brain.
Well,
but,
I will expect to see you back here in a couple of days when I come back with a new shipment, though. And I'll be sure to look for something that maybe is more your taste.
That sounds good.
All right. I'm going to hold you to that.
Sure.
As they leave, Izzy will just say, "I think he picked the wrong group to talk to about this. I think Nozak and Grunthor would have been more interested."
I don't know who those are.
Yeah. Stop listening in our conversation.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were still talking to me.
No, we saved this.
No, but really quick, what were the other 2 stores, DM?
So, we've got Alice's Item Emporium, Dragu's Armaments, Grandma Pickle's Pickle Stand, which I expect you to go to at some point, and Lomont's Magical Items.
We'll go to Lomont's and Alice's first, because they seem like the most realistic place he would find spell scrolls.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to jump to Nozak and Grunthor for just really quick. What are you all doing?
Yeah, we'll be quick. I am leading Grunthor to the forge, and we are very quickly getting measurements, making sure that we have the right equipment, and I am sorting out a team to start helping us work on this, and I am using the excuse of being one of Firian's guards.
Okay. Give me just a general, if I ask you for persuasion, with advantage, because I view you as like a boss here in the forge.
I fucking damn near owned the forges.
Yeah,
no.
but I'm
in charge.
You're also asking for people to work a little overtime, so give me a persuasion check with advantage just to see how many people you can
They're in
get.
the Empire, they're used to it. They're working class, I'll pay them a little more. Roll with advantage.
15. Okay. You've got your normal people that just jump at the chance, but you also get 1 or 2 others that just seem interested in. Mainly, it's the Furion name drop. They seem interested in. Oh yeah. I want to be a part of whatever's going on here. So you've got like a nice little crew of about 10 people. 10 people for working on this, which you think can speed it up, especially since you're trying to make an entire plate mail set. You think that will definitely help because each one can work on a different little piece of it at a time. So Yeah. You think that'll help speed things up quite a bit.
Awesome.
So it is still going to take a little bit of time. A couple days, probably. Easy.
Yeah. All right,
And then
cool.
I will I will get with you and do the calculations on exactly how long that takes based on the crafting rules I sent you.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
We'll sort it. Cool. Thanks, Gunther. You can go do whatever you like now. We can get started.
Do you not need help?
No, we'll be fine. I don't think we've got enough people. We'll be fine. I'll make sure that they're, rewarded for their efforts, so they'll be fine. You can go do whatever you want to do. And as soon as he finishes saying you can do whatever you want to do, Nozak immediately starts walking off to do something else.
I guess I'm going to head to the palace.
Okay. Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
God, yep, this is gonna be so good.
You make your way back. You're not that far. At this point, they do recognize you. You're coming back into the Imperial District the same way you went out. They recognize you as having left with Nozak, so they let you in no problem. As you make your way towards the palace, you are stopped as you kind of come up towards the actual gates of the palace by two guards just kind of hold their hand out. Oh, friend, what's your business here today?
I am looking for Elmira.
Elmira? Oh, they definitely know Elmira. Yeah, we know her. He kind of looks over at his friend, and they kind of smile to one another. Been a while since she's had a gentleman call her. Yeah, we think we can... Elmira Thatcher, right?
I did not get a last name.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, we can go and let her know.
Royal housemaid?
Yeah, same. That's the same Elmira. Yeah. We can go fetch her for you. They kind of look at each other. Yeah, we'll go get her. And then one of them kind of goes back in, and the other one just kind of stands there with you, kind of waiting. It takes a little bit of time. But eventually, the guard comes back with this woman in tow who looks to be middle-aged, later middle-aged, hard to pin down, but maybe, I don't know, in her early 50s or later. I guess that's middle. I don't know middle ages anymore these days. As she kind of comes out, she's kind of a shorter woman with black hair that kind of comes down right about to her shoulder. She walks with just a little bit of a stoop, not too much, just, someone who spent most of their life working and bending over things and making beds and cleaning. She just kind of looks at you a little confused, kind of glances a little uneasily at the guards. Can I help you? Do I know you?
I have a message for you, but I don't think we should speak in front of others.
Oh, sure. Give me a persuasion check.
This is so sketchy.
I know.
Also, make it around to be a whore.
16. We can step right over here if that's fine. Just and as she's walking away, as you start to walk away, she just kind of like taps one of the guards and just keep an eye on us. And then they kind of look at each other and nod. They're watching you, but you walk far enough away to where you think that they probably can't overhear. You said you had a message.
I lower my voice so it's kind of a whisper. I like, Moro sent me. Looking for Phoenix.
I see. Did he say anything else?
The chocobo has roosted.
Okay. She glances back at the guards. Come to my house tonight. my quarters. Alone.
Where is your house?
And she kind of turns around and she points to you can see through like the gates. There's like a, not too far back, there's like a little, I don't want to say a shack. It's like a, what do you call like a very, very small house?
A small
A
house.
small house.
Bungalow.
Like one of those, maybe a bi-level or something. I
Cottage.
don't know. Cottage.
Yeah, something like that.
Cottage was the word
Yeah.
I was looking for. There you
Catch
go.
Ace, yeah.
Hold on.
That's what we have a wizard for. She points to that. She says, "I'll tell the guards that you're a personal guest to let you in. Come alone. Come at midnight. Okay."
Oh, I want to make so many jokes so bad.
I think I can
Okay.
introduce you to Phoenix. She turns around and just starts to walk away.
Watching her walk away, I'd like to roll insight to see if
Go for it.
she seems pretty legit on what she's trying to tell me to do.
God, I wish the criminal in our group was there.
Oh,
There's a 20, not natural. When you
There's the criminal.
when you said the line to her, there was a look of total shock that kind of came over her face. Then it gave way pretty quickly to calculation and a little bit of joy. When she says, "I can introduce you to Phoenix," you don't get any kind of bad, like, lying vibes off of that. She seems on the up and up. In fact, you seem like the shady one here. So,
the raven flies at midnight.
do you intend to return tonight?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what I think I'm going to do. Just for the basis of time, for the shopping, if you don't mind, the two of you that are going shopping, send me a list of what you're looking for, and we can either handle that off. If we need to RP some of it, we'll do that when we pick up next session. Let's go ahead and fast forward just a little bit. Just based
Yeah, I
on
was gonna say if we don't get this tonight, I'm gonna cry.
just based on what the time's looking like.
Yeah.
So, midnight rolls around, or close to midnight, and you know that it's probably about time for you to head out if you're going to go to this meeting. As you're kind of going down the stairs, you see in the main entry room, you see Kamari getting glasses out. Round 2.
I can't tonight. I have a prior engagement.
Oh. Okay. He puts one of the glasses back. Have fun.
We shall see.
Grunthor, you need a traveling companion?
Bitch is jealous.
Unfortunately, I must go alone. But if I'm not back by morning,
Luca will find the body.
Okay, that's great.
That was ominous.
Yeah.
No, I'm good, but if I die, maybe I did.
My God.
So, you make your way back towards the palace. The guards at this point have changed, but as you approach, one of them kind of says, "Hold, friend. Wait, what's your name?"
Grunthor?
"We don't have a name, do we?" And his other friend says, "No, just the description." He goes, "All right." And they both kind of look at each other and look at you. "Why are you here?"
To see Elmira.
"Okay, yeah, I think that's the guy, right?" Yes, that's the guy. So they kind of stand aside and let you through. You make your way towards the cottage, and you can see there is just a little, very dim candle kind of burning in the window. The curtains are closed, so you can't really see anything into it besides just the flicker of that one dim candle. Do you knock?
I go up to the.
I'm gonna say
Is there a knocker or is it
No knocker, just a plain door. You just have
rap,
to-
rap, rap? With my knuckles.
There, you hear a slide of something being unlocked, and then another lock, a third, and then a fourth. And the door just kind of opens up, and it kind of catches on one of those chains as you see Elmira's face find yours. Are you alone?
Yes.
She shuts the door in your face, and you hear the as it kind of comes off, and she opens the door. Come in quickly. As you come
Step
in,
inside.
quick, and she shuts the door behind you. And the first thing you notice is the room itself is not very big, and it's very sparsely furnished. She does have a couch, but directly across from you, staring at you, from like directly in front of the door, there is a big armchair with a very regal woman sitting in it, just looking like this. Is this the man? Elmira says. Yeah, Morrow sent him. Do you know who I am?
I presume Phoenix?
No, that's not me. You really have no idea. You can give You can give me a with the way that you're got your amnesia. You can give me a history check with disadvantage.
Wow.
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 That clears it. That clears what you needed, though. Which actually not too bad, to be honest, for disadvantage. You have seen this face, and you've seen it since you entered town. This is the Empress. This is Empress Hildegard Garland.
Oh. I bow my head.
There's no need for that here.
Oh.
Now, I want to know what happened. Conrad's gone, huh? Tell me everything.
Conrad has been replaced.
With his daughter?
His daughter is now the queen, and I am her champion.
Is he dead?
Not yet.
I like your attitude. He should be dead.
Hell yeah, he should.
I don't disagree.
If Morrow sent you, then it must mean he believes he's no longer a threat? Is that your assumption as well?
A man alive is still a threat.
And what of Sarah? What does she think about this whole situation?
She wants peace between the Empire and Cornelia.
Don't we all? Well, she's kind of looking you up and down. You seem not the type of person I would normally expect Morrow to trust. But trustworthy nonetheless, I'd say.
I don't believe that Morrow and I trust each other.
Oh, Morrow trusts you more than you think if he sent you with this message.
Or he played me a fool.
I don't think so. Sarah truly sits on the throne.
Yes.
This is great news. This might actually We will need to deal with Conrad. He can't be suffered to live. I think it might be time for you to meet Phoenix. You can come out now. I think it's cleared. A back door opens from deeper into the house. And a woman steps out that seems to be around the same age as the Empress. She looks, well, if not just very tired. And she seems like she has not seen the sun for quite a while. She's very pale. She just kind of comes out and just looks you up and down. Is it all true? Is Sarah queen now?
I look at the Empress and then look at Phoenix. Like, and how many days has it been? 3 weeks and a couple days?
Yeah, essentially since Altair.
Okay, for almost a month.
And you've seen her? She's well?
Yes. I am her champion.
Oh, this is so great. Oh. And Conrad, out of the picture.
Not permanently.
Well, we can change that.
I'm sorry. I should probably introduce myself. My name's Jane. I'm Sarah's mother. And we're going to end tonight's episode on that. So.
What the fuck is happening? What is happening?
That's where we're going to end.
Brain is massive. Holy shit.
Oh my god!
Wow.
There we go. Check one of my plot points off.
Holy shit.
That's a great reaction. That's the kind of reaction the DM wants from
Oh,
a girl like that. Okay.
Oh my god.
So,
Mic drop.
there we go.
Shit!
That's where we'll pick up next time, unless we want to do some shopping. Okay, sorry to cut the shopping a little short. I just really wanted to get that in for this episode.
Yeah, holy shit.
So,
Hey, with all due respect, fuck the shopping!
I was looking and I was like, he's gonna go talk. I think I can do this. I know where this episode's gonna end. So awesome. So
Did you expect me that I was going to go through with it?
I wasn't sure. I have on my plot hooks here. I say if he does this, this will happen. This may happen.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be fun.
So, with that, again, thank you all for watching if you tuned in live. If not, thank you for the ones that are tuning in on YouTube. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you to Sirenscape for always providing us with our background ambiance and all that stuff. And we will see you next week. Until then, lolly ho, friends. Bye.
Woo!